my distance learners. I am going to read this book to you. What if everybody did that? You know, we were talking about our classroom rules. Well, here's a good story to let us know why we need those rules. So, when we went to the zoo, I fed just a little of my popcorn to the bear. The zookeeper waved his broom and said, "What if everybody did that?" Ooh, look what happens. I wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went faster than I expected. When the manager stopped me, she said, "What if everybody did that?" Paints a different picture. On the way to visit Grandma and Grandpa in Kansas, I dropped just one soda can out of the window. The patrolman who pulled us over said, "What if everybody did that?" At Uncle William's wedding, I took just a little lick of the frosting from the fancy cake. The lady behind the table glared at me over her glasses and said, "What if everybody did that?" Oh, cake's not looking pretty good there, is it? I told the babysitter that I took a bath just once a year. As she shooed me into the bathroom, she said, "What if everybody did that?" Look at that family photo, huh? Can you see it? It's a little glary? Not looking too pretty in that family photo. Oh, this sounds familiar. During story time, I had something important to say. I just couldn't wait till the end of the story. The librarian put her finger to her lips and said, "What if everybody did that?" It looks like preschool. I gotta go potty. Why can't we read one of the other books? I see I can touch my shelves. How much do you weigh? I'm so hungry. My mom said recycling is a very good thing. Yeah, reminds you of pre-K, doesn't it? Well, we sat in the car waiting for Dad. I honked the horn. I just honked a few times. But Mr. Thompson came to the door. He shook his head and said, "What if everybody did that?" Sounds familiar. Reminds me of New York. At the swimming pool, I just splashed a little. The lifeguard blew his whistle and said, "What if everybody did that?" Oh, that's not much fun in that pool then, if everybody splashes. Okay. On the bus, I stood up to see the fire truck. Mr. Gearshift glared at me in the rearview mirror and said, "What if everybody did that?" Okay. Just once, I didn't hang my coat on the rack at school. Miss Sanders made me pick it up and said, "What if everybody did that?" Be a tad messy. Could you imagine? At recess, I threw just one snowball at Sammy. Mr. Walters saw me, and then he sent me to stand by the wall, and he said, "What if everybody did that?" That would be known as a snowball fight. When we went out for dinner, I just shot one straw wrapper. The waitress stopped taking our order and looked straight at me. She said, "What if everybody did that?" Looks like a fun restaurant, doesn't it? After the football game, I ran on the field to get the quarterback's autograph. The official waved his arms and said, "What if everybody did that?" Could you imagine that during a Jaguar game? When I came home, I gave my mom a big hug. What if everybody did that? Okay, now you know what your homework is. Go give your moms a big hug. Okay, I read this book to help us realize about rules, and I am sending the class rules so you can look at them and think, what if everybody did that?